Good afternoon. Welcome back to my hunting channel. It's also going to be time for a review here. First note and only note, there are no arrows or bolts out here. I'm not hunting. I am reviewing my scope, and I'm checking my scope out here just to see what the new thing looks like. This is the Omega 3 from Omega Sights. I want to see what the actual scope looks like in the woods, and I want to check out the range finder on it. Plus, we're going to do the video portion of this so I can actually see what's going on in the stand here. Whether I'm going to use the combiner, the lens clarity or not, I don't know yet. So this is what we're going to figure out. So I'm looking through here right now. Not too bad. Kind of magnify it a little bit here. Range finding is working pretty good. Kind of different. Let's see here. Yeah, there's my feeder. Oh yeah, and it's right there at 20 yards. So that's a good thing. And come over here to this side. I got some other targets to look at. It will take me a while or two to get used to this. Okay, so looking at it is okay. I'm going to take off this cap on the end here, and I'll tell you why. I'm out here. It's not sunny inside my stand, and I just dropped it in the water, but that's okay. It's not sunny out here inside my stand, as I just said, and without the lens, I got a better sight picture for me. Like I said, magnify it up to 6 and I'm happy. So 20 yards, yep. 45 yards, 40 yards. So I already ranged it. Let's go ahead and video here. Got the card on right now. There's one of my target trees. 44 yards, 45 yards. The biggest one, 47 yards. So that deer I shot the other day, or last season, was exactly 40 yards, 45 yards from my tree here. Right now I'm just ranging things and checking out my target sites. Yeah, see, what I like about this is I don't have to get up close. So if I got a deer below me, all I'm going to do is just raise and lower this thing down to my sight. And wherever that dot is, and that's where it's going to hit. Okay? So, I think I'm happy so far. We're going to go bore sighted here shortly. I'm not overly concerned right now about other things. But, hold on. I'm going to push the Tacticam on too. So now I'm going to do a side-by-side comparison with my Tacticam in there too. So put the power cord back in here. So the battery pack is what's actually charging this thing right now. I don't have the two batteries. The 1, 2, 3 A's. CS. So we're just going to video a few things here. Like I said, magnification is way up there in the high side. It's at 2. So if I want to bring it in closer to 6 or 5, it doesn't change too much. My dots are there, except that I get a bigger target. Still not happy with the clarity on the picture as far as my eyes are concerned. But I think if I have to wear my glasses and I can see the deer with 2 eyes and the target that I'm aiming at, and that's going to be a plus right there in itself. So let me video here at the same time that the other one's videoing. That way I have side-by-side comparisons. I hate doing things half-ass, okay? Right now I'm at 4 magnification, 5, and 6. And I'm going to bring it back and see if it changes. I don't think it's going to change inside my scope. So that's a good thing. Okay. So we're going to stop videoing for a second. I'm going to shut this off for a second. So what I want to do now is I'm going to show you what the scope looks like out here in the field, okay? So that means I have to take the camera off the mount, take it off of me. So remember, I am not hunting, so if you're going to hand this off to the game wardens here in Tennessee, be my guest. I'm not hunting or violating my probation. And as you can see, it's ranging. There's my target. Let's go ahead and hit the range button again. There we go. Now we're on range. And there you go, 20 yards, 25 yards. This is kind of hard to do with a cell phone, let me tell you. This is not easy at all. There we go, as you can see. And that's the clarity of the picture. All right. Trying to video this thing was not easy. So what we're gonna do now, we're actually gonna go bore sight it and start shooting at targets, okay? I have my range set up, I have my target set up. I'm gonna start at 10 and I'm working my way back to 20 and make sure that I'm somewhat zero where I need to be as far as my windage button and stuff like this. So I will probably have to take my Tachycam off to get to the knobs. It looks like I'm gonna have to. I can't move it either way. So then we had to do that, and of course, got to get a screwdriver for the left and right. Let me show you the top of this, and then we'll close out from there. Try this again. All right. This is how I push the buttons up and down to adjust my magnification. Left and right are going to probably be used when I start doing the reticle and the bore sighting. Your battery covers, one battery in each. Mode button, power button, and the video button. And of course my Tachycam over there. Outside is the battery pack, the connection for the power of the battery pack, and down here in the bottom is the remote control side. And I kind of wired it under my scope to keep it free from my limbs and kind of looped it in here so it's kind of like out of the way. I'll probably get a little twisty ties and kind of hold this stuff together. That way I don't have to worry about anything in my way when I get ready to shoot. So that's it. Let's go up and let's go shoot some stuff, okay? Thank you. Alrighty. Well, sitting here 10 yards. Show you the target here. We did a couple of shots. I did 4. First one was like way low. Second one I adjusted the elevation way up, and then I brought it back down and it hit center. So then I was probably about this far off, and I'll show you the target here shortly. And then I adjusted the windage knob on this side to the left about 4 turns, and I hit dead center. So this is at 10 yards. So what we're going to do now is move back to 20 yards and adjust my reticle dots from here. Right now, 10 yards is the rangefinder dot, and that's where I wanted it. Feels good to shoot the crossbow again. So far, it's looking pretty good, and I haven't even magnified this thing yet or did any videos as far as shooting the target downrange. So give me a second to set back up, and we're going to move back down here to 20 yards. Okay. First shot, 10 yards. Was actually down here, right here. Made adjustments and brought it level. Lowered it about a half a turn, and then I adjusted my windage over 4 or 5 clicks, and I'm hitting dead center. Now this is at 10 yards, so we'll see what happens. Now we're going back to 20 and adjust the dots. All right, we've been out here for a few minutes or two. I'd say about an hour and a half right now, trying to just get the 20 yards set in here. It took me a while, and I'll explain everything here. Let me get this thing cocked. Besides the dots, you have to move the dots around. You've got the thumb wheel on the bottom, which elevates you or de-elevates it, whatever one you need. So, a little wheel right here. Turn it that way, we'll lower it. Turn it this way, we'll raise it up, of course. And then you got the left and right knob on the side for the windages, left and right. So far I'm hitting the center. That's all I can ask for, but I got a problem with my crossbow that I got to go get fixed. It won't stay on safe. I mean, not a fire. So we're going to take one more shot, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. And there we go. We're in the center. So now we're going to jump back to 30 yards. Now I'm just adjusting my little dots to about 30 yards. I got my 20 yard set. Now I want to set my 30 yard. Actually, I think it's pretty nice sights. I'm going to tell you why. I sit here and look through it, and I ain't got to strain so hard just to look through the dots. And you got a good picture of where you're looking at, and I'm going to show you that in a second. And then I'm going to show you how to adjust the dots as well. So hang in there with me while we move things around. All right, finally, after probably about an hour and a half of playing with it and learning it, I'm finally hit the X where I need to hit. That's a pretty good shot. This is 20 yards, so I'm going to hit again and see where we go from there. Right. Sorry about that. About ready to take our last couple of shots here. Sorry, shoes fell off. About ready to take a couple more shots. We've done the adjustments. We're at my 30 yard right now. Actually, it's not as hard as I thought it was. It just takes time and practice. 10 yard was okay, just to make sure I hit the target. 20 yard, I had to play with it because I was messing with all the dials. That was on me. Read the directions, that would help. It is easy to put on the target, I will say that much. So we're going to send this last arrow down range here and go check her out. So far I hit the bullseye, but unfortunately I'm going to have to take my crossbow in because I got to hold this damn safety forward, and that's throwing my aim off a little bit. I'm still at 30 yards. Make sure I range it. Yeah, 30 yards. Sun just got in my eyeballs. Been hiding all day. There's 20. Alrighty, I think I'm done for the day because I got to take this thing apart and mail it back to 10 Point to get this safety. It won't lock forward, it just sits there and comes back out, and that's throwing my aim off. That means I have to take the scope off, put it back on and realign it. But for the most part, the sights are pretty good. I mean, honestly, it's a lot better than I thought. I do have to wear the glasses, and I can magnify stuff a little bit, and I can see my target better. But once again, that's just personal preference again about the fuzziness in the back and not as clear as I'd like it to be. But I can see the target, I can hit the target. It's nice and sunny. It was cloudy, so both conditions exist. Early morning, I'm not too sure how that's going to work out, but I don't get to hunt this year, so like I said, hopefully my wife can, in deer season, if she likes this sight, I'm just going to let her play with mine and see what she thinks before we do anything else. But anyway, the little dots right here. Once again, we're going to be pushing the M button, right? And watch what happens when you push M. Your screen goes blank. Hit it again. Now you notice that the 20 yard is doing it now. So now we're going to move it down to the 30 yard. And I'm actually going to, went up too high for this, so I'm going to take it back down 2 clicks. And I'm going to take it to the other side over here. Back this way. 2 clicks, and then all I do is hit the range button and it stopped. This is probably my 3rd shot. It was hitting up here, brought it down. As you can see, I'm just about close to bullseye, but I got to take it apart, the scope, and send it in like I said. So overall, it's hitting the target. So if that was a deer, I'd have a kill shot. That's all that matters. So ladies and gentlemen, talk to you later. So thank you for watching my channel. If you like me, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you like me. Hit the little bell to get notified. Either way, I want you all to have a happy turkey season coming up here around the corner, and then a better deer season when it comes this fall. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching, and let's have a good year.